That's like $72,000. It's not really a giveaway, it's actually a bounty. Because if you could connect the dots, if you could get back these wallets that traces to the original, thing that was planted, as many people are DMing me on Telegram and even some on Twitter are claiming, you're going to get one freaking whole Bitcoin. That might be like the largest giveaway ever, or bounty, right? From a tuber. Although I'm not really a tuber, I'm more of an investor. We're also giving away 0.1 Bitcoin if you head on over to our Twitter and then, you retweet that, like, comment. I did make an announcement over there. So if you're not following me on Twitter, head on over to Twitter. We have exclusive content over there, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to follow up on our last live stream. I think you guys understand what hat I'm wearing. And I'm not talking about the Lacoste hat. I'm talking about my, sentiment on this, so to speak. And I also want to clear up a couple things as well. Okay, so as people come in, drop your questions. I know there's a lot of questions. This is actually an AMA style. I think the last live stream I pretty much said what I have to say. And it's pretty, in your face, so to speak. You guys know where I stand there. So do smash the like button, do share this. It's going to be an interesting one. I want to hear what you guys got to say, and I shall answer your questions as well. All right, again, for the people who are now joining, we're giving away 1.1 Bitcoin. You didn't see a typo on my title. Okay, that's about $72,000 for anybody that could track these damn wallets, that could show that there were 3 ordinals planted in many different wallets before this announcement came about with the Runstone. I already told you guys how all this is going to go down. There's a guy called Jack as well on Twitter that masterfully describe this as well. So these are the smart people. Jack's an intelligent guy. I think I'm very smart too. And this is also 2 guys that has been in this industry from the very beginning. Not like, most noobs are just coming in, poor people who are getting an airdrop and they feel like, they're cucks. They're fanboys and that's all they see. That's all they know. Oh, I got the airdrop. Okay, cool. But the people coming in now to buy this shit, good luck for you. And as you can see right now, Runes is not really what most people expected it to be. A lot of people saying, why are you speaking about this now after it went live? Well, let me just clear up that one first fact is because, I've already told you guys months in advance. Go check my Twitter right now. I have to go find the clip from a live stream where I was calling out Casey and I was calling out certain individuals who were pretty much, talking about, this whole new token standard. You know what I mean? And go check it out for yourself. It was from the studio, not in the car. I was doing, I think, a giveaway. This is what I do. People are like, bro, why don't you focus on value? You don't think this is value? You don't think, if actually this is true, which it is, and it comes to light and people can prove it, you don't think that's valuable? Honestly, right? Imagine if these guys have 40% or 50%, dog, and they're giving it to minors. These guys are worse than the fucking politicians. They're worse than the banks themselves, bro. They're trying to be their own bank. And you're the little bitch. You like being a little bitch? Go ahead. But I think that's valuable. You don't think me giving away 1.1 Bitcoin for the truth isn't valuable? You don't think me spending 7 years of my life on this fucking YouTube thing, showing you guys how to make money? A lot of people told me, oh, bro, because of you, I quit my job. I got my house paid off. I can buy my car. You don't think that's valuable? You guys don't know the meaning of value. You think value is getting a fucking little airdrop so you can pay your bills fucking this month, and then the next 2 months you're fucking broke again. And then you're looking for the next airdrop like a little fucking beggar on the street. That's not value, bro. Okay, so wake up. So that's what I want to say about that. To start things off, what do you guys got to tell me? Drop it in the chat because I'm coming after your asses too. Now, also what I want to say is this. Yeah, like, let's give it a little bit more context, right? So I already told you guys, I about 3 months ago, 2 months ago, whatever it was in January, I already brought this up and said, hey, look, I don't think Casey's up to no good here. It's coming on the Ordinal Show out of nowhere. I'm talking about a token standard when he has nothing to do with tokens. I honestly believe that Casey, told Leonidas, hey, bro, this is what I'm going to do. Let's make some fucking money. I want you to be able to be the guy that shills it for me. Of course he's going to do it. He dropped everything. Remember, Leonidas only cared about art. Leonidas, listen to this. If this doesn't sink in with you, bro, you got a problem. Listen to this. The entire time in 2023, well, most of you guys weren't even here, so you won't even know this. All he cared about, as Jack said, and he reminded me of this, although, it was just a point that I forgot to bring up. I already knew it. All All he cared about was art. Oh, guys, we have this NFT project from Ethereum is migrating over to Bitcoin ordinals. Oh, yeah, D-Gods is coming over. Oh, look, Bugatti's making a rare set collection. Oh, yeah, we got Sotheby's coming into ordinals. We have all this, like, known figures coming in. He never gave a shit about tokens. As a matter of fact, he laughed at people like myself who was trading Ordi in Discord chats in the early days. He faded BRC20 tokens, bro. He faded and also tried to FUD bitmap. Okay? That has to be the worst call in Ordinal's history, but yet he's your guru now with these tokens all of a sudden. Isn't that fucked up? Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit, right? You know what happened? He's like, oh man, I really messed up on that one. I want a second crack at it. I want a second chance, and this time I'm going to capitalize. He starts planting his little walls with 3 here, 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. Oh, I could airdrop now. Now I get to choose the rules and the criteria to send these damn tokens to. Yeah, that's how I'm going to make up for it. Okay, anyways, we already talked about that before. So just to know the fact that how this guy faded BRC20 tokens, bro. He also had a bad sentiment about it. I told you guys this on that tweet. And now he's talking about, oh, for those people who are fading meme tokens on Bitcoin, oh, shame on you, you're gonna miss out. Because that's exactly what happened to him with BRC20 tokens. It's a joke. It's a joke, bro. A joke. Anyways, what do you guys got for me in the chat? What do you guys think about this entire ordeal? And I would repeat myself because new people will come in and do smash the like buttons. We got one Bitcoin. I'm going to give away a Bitcoin. I don't know what it's going to be to, but all you got to do is be able to bring significant evidence in terms of it's enough to show and connect the dots and to bring a light onto this. People tell them to go to Chainalysis, all stuff. Listen, that's not my job right now. My job is to tell you guys what's out there. And here's the bounty. You guys could go figure it out and you guys get it. And if you figure it out, you're going to be rewarded very handsomely for it. Okay, by the way, head on over to Twitter, the Point One Bitcoin. All you got to do is share, like, retweet, comment, etc. Okay, so that's what we have going on over there with these guys. Again, just ask yourself this question: why all of a sudden they're talking about this as meme coins on Bitcoin when they never talked about memes on Bitcoin or BRC20 tokens? Why? Because they missed that boat. They didn't have the foresight. They were into other bullshit, other dumb stuff that nobody really cared about. They're actually losing their audience because they're talking about gay art. Market only cared about tokens, but they didn't want to let go of that because they didn't mint these things early. They didn't have bags of it. So why talk about it? Now they're coming full blown about these damn runes tokens that actually manipulated you guys in believing that it's going to fix the mempool. That manipulating you guys in believing that it's DeFi on Bitcoin. Madness. So, yeah. What do you guys got for me in the chat? Again, bro? Yo, what's up? I don't know what your question is. Somebody's laughing. I love you, bro. What's up, bro? Respect. Right back at ya. Gangsta. Drop some questions, guys. What do you want answered? Yeah, I mean, like, whatever. No, because on Twitter, people are just saying, hey, bro, I don't know about this, I don't know about that. I got a bigger audience on YouTube here, so I'm a YouTube guy, I'm a video guy. You guys see my body language, my facial expressions. I mean what I say what I mean. So here I am. This is where that video started. We had a nice little, live audience as well. So we want to talk about that one today. How about this? Let me ask you this question. Okay, and I'm going to get to something too. People say, well, why would you talk about runes and then, in this light, and then when it goes live, you completely flip on it? Okay, let's revisit that. So we already established that. I've showed you guys, I've actually said the same exact words, almost word for word, 3 months ago when I made that live stream video 3 days ago, saying that how, what's happening. So that's the first point. The second point is I am underscoring and highlighting the centralized, corrupt, monopolized nature of the individuals who are fronting as philanthropists, but meanwhile, they're really like what's that guy's name? Is it Benny Hill? The pastor at the church that's telling you the money's going to poor people, but yet he's living in a sprawling mansion and fucking swimming pools and driving like 5 Benz? That's what they're doing. I'm highlighting that, okay? Now, Runes Protocol, bro, I'm a token guy by nature. I'm a token guy by heart. This is all I do. I got many 100Xs to my name. So I'm qualified to do these things, and I've been here from the first freaking token standard on Bitcoin. So I'm qualified to talk about these things. Other people aren't. right? You can't be qualified because you have a large influence. What is your experience? What is your history? How many 100Xs do you have? You probably got none. Okay? So when it comes to a token standard, I'm all for innovation, bro. I'm all for that. So I was very optimistic, and it had potential, the Runes protocol. But lo and behold, when I went live and we saw the results came in of these top 10 tokens being mainly just like influencers and the same guys that's promoting this shit, you don't get that by fluke. You get that by colluding with miners. You get that by doing all this messed up stuff that the average guy can't do. So now it's not even fair, right? And that's why we love BRC20 tokens. It doesn't restore the core values of what BRC20s and Bitcoin stands for. It actually does the opposite. It's very similar to what happens in the centralized world over here, right? With banksters and corporations and this and that. That's what I'm trying to highlight. So if you guys are saying, bro, well, you were shilling this, you're shilling that. Sure, we were excited about Runes, but I also express, other sentiments. Now, I have to admit this as well. I'm a businessman. Do you know how much time and money, energy, and stress I went through to build this Sat Hunter tool? And everything's working perfectly fine right now. If you guys actually want to etch, mint, whatever you want, BRCs, Runes tokens, for one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest on the market, head on over to sathunter.com. There's many people right now who own their ordinal and they're inscribing for free, already got back to 0.01 Bitcoin. Okay, they were doing bulk inscriptions at 35,000 sats. They did that about over 42 times now, and now they're in the profits, meaning they're not paying, they got their money back because they didn't have to spend those fees, and that accumulated to 0.015. So people are loving that too. So as a businessman, okay, like the saying goes, it's not what you care, it's not what you want, it's what the market cares and wants. So don't get me wrong, Runes is illegal. We're not in a sex trafficking fucking underground ring here, right? So, okay, if I'm in the inscription tool business, yes, I should provide the infrastructure for a market that's in demand that people want, or else I'm a dumbass, okay? But me being Francis, doing uncensored, the other half of me will tell you exactly what's going on too, and I'm not going to hold back. And no matter if it's the truth or not, people don't give a fuck. They want to go gamble. So, there you go. Go gamble at one of the most competitive places called sathunter.com. But people who are, and don't take this personal, the average guy who doesn't care about none of these things, who don't really take a step back to understand this, only cares about getting free money and then looking for another opportunity to get more free money. That's all they see, that's all they care about. They get the exit liquidity, they go pay their damn bills. I get it, fine, kudos to you. But you will never understand the full picture. You don't have the experience, you weren't there from the beginning, you never ran a business in the space, you don't know how influencers work, right? So you will never understand this shit. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, there's the business side of me and there's the personal side of me, and I'll be straight up with both of them. And people will be like, "Oh well, bro, you charge 0.015 Bitcoin." Well, what the fuck is that? Is that a secret, or did I tell you that? It's different if I was just saying, "Hey guys, free airdrop," but I'm keeping fucking like 300 of them to myself and not say that. That's the difference. I stand up and I say this loud and clear what exactly I'm doing and exactly how it works. I don't hide the truth. I don't pretend to be a philanthropist to airdrop to people, but keep a shit ton and not tell you I'm working with the bank. Imagine if I was working with the bank right now, bro, to make the bank rich and myself and my friends rich off of you guys. That's how would you feel? That's exactly what the miners are doing right now with these guys. But you guys don't care, right? You guys don't care. As long as you get your airdrop to pay your bills and the next 2 months you're broke again, you guys don't care. So that's what I want to say about that. Okay, what we got here? Neomeister says all Runes did was spike the mempool and make ordinals dump pointless. Okay, I'll tell you guys this right now too. There's only so much, and thank you, Neomeister, for saying that. There's only so much these guys could do. Yes, they got a large following, they got a big influence. Sure, of course. Yes, we know this. But that could only take you so far. There's going to be a moment in time when they're not that motivated anymore, when they made their money off of all these things and the job is done. You know what I mean? And they're not going to chill as much. They're going to move on to something else, and there's going to be a lot of you guys holding a lot of these bags that these guys are telling you about. Okay? And think about this. We got guys like Casey. Casey is shilling tickers, bro. Like, you can't get more shameless than that. Casey is freaking shilling tickers. People are saying it's his friend's tickers. I'm glad I'm not the only one actually saying this, and there's other smart people out there too. Imagine if I don't know, Vitalik was to shill fucking Pepe on Ethereum. How would that look? Imagine if Domo was to shill memes on Bitcoin, bro. How the fuck would that look, bro? You guys can see this? Oh my god, it's a big money-making scheme for the top, bro. Don't get me wrong. You could get an overspill of that too, as I said. And yeah, there's opportunities there. You just gotta, just know what you're doing here and exactly how this game works. That's all. You can make money here. For sure, people are making money, but there's also people that are losing. That's just like anything else. But I'm not saying you can't make, but put it like this. These other guys are making multiple millions and millions and millions and millions, and you guys don't even know it. Right? And they need you to buy into it to make the millions. That's the point here. Right? That's why this whole hype was created, bro. Why didn't he talk about BRC20 tokens? Why did he fade it? Why? Ask these questions. Why? There's nothing in it for them, right? They can't set up shop before time and do what they gotta do to to monopolize the game, right? Even all the guys who are into Bitmap, why don't you ask yourself, why didn't they talk about Bitmap? I think everybody already agrees on this. It's because they didn't mint it. So they had to fund it, right? And here they come, boom, 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 drop everything that we do. We don't give a fuck about art anymore. Let's just talk about tokens now, because we know the developer, which is Casey. We know the miners. We know the exchanges. We got the influence. Let's make our fucking shit ton of money here, and these dumbasses aren't even gonna figure it out. I'm an OG, bro. You can't fool me. So anyhow, next question. LouFX forever. Francis, you're back. A big shout out to you. Thank you for the alpha. You know how to keep it real. Appreciate you. Mic drop, someone says here. Runstone music. Francis, what's the next BRC20 token to mint? I would say this. I know BRC20 2.0 is going to come out, and that's going to restore the value here, and everything's going to go back to where it was when BRC20 1.0 came out. So Domo's working on this with that foundation. Was it Layer 0 or Layer 1 foundation, something like that? I think he's like a founder of that. So I'm going to be doing my homework on those things. And to be honest, this is a quick sort of money grab for them at the top. Maybe there may be some cool projects that come out, don't get me wrong. I'm still looking for any sort of startup that's looking to build tangible products on Runes or on BRC20 or on Bitcoin Layer 2. I'm not prejudiced, man. I'm not a hater, but if I'm going to see shit, I'm going to call it out. And if I see something that's good, I'm going to speak about that too. I think there'll be some people that come to market that actually build something significant, something meaningful, something tangible, and that also requires funding. That does not require, if somebody's going to tell you, hey guys, we built this crazy product that's going to be revolutionary, it's going to be, game changing, let's just airdrop you this, they're full of shit. Unless they're millionaires and they could self-fund it, I don't know. But even if people are millionaires who has a cool idea on building something, they still go look for funding, right? So I'm still open to that, and this is what I mean. Like, look at the mempool. I call this, guys. People say, why are you so bullish on Rooney? Because I knew no matter what they said, the mempool was still going to be fucking high. And people are going to get wrecked like they're getting wrecked right now. So what does that mean? That now means that you need to look for launchpads, because you don't go through the mempool, right? And the launchpads normally have projects that are looking to build something tangible, right? So that's what I'm looking at, and that's why I believe things like Rooney is going to do good. You understand what I'm saying? So once again, I come correct. You can't tell me the mempool isn't fucked up, because it is. Okay? So what does that mean? People are like going to they already are fed up of it. I guess who's going to win? People like the platforms like Saturn.com, like Ordals Pot. So that's the business side of me. We got the fucking the platform, the infrastructure for you guys to do what you want to do. See what I'm saying? I want to really drive this one home. So that's the business side of me. All right, the market wants it. I want to build. I've been building it anyways. Before we even knew what Runes was, I was building my inscription tool all the way back last year of what? January, February, March or some shit, April or something. I think like March we had the idea, April we started looking for devs, and then the next month after that, May or whatever, we really started to work on it. And why did ours take longer? Because we're not just using Bitcoin as a form of payment, and we're not building a regular inscription tool. We're using ordinals to get detected, like if it's on Ethereum, we're using tokens as payments over here, and now we're incorporating BRC20 standard with Runes. So it's far more technical what we're doing, number one. It's far more utility and value we're providing for our community members, number two. And number three, it's like, I don't know. I ran out of things to say, but One or two. But you know what I mean? So that's what we're doing over here. So people say, yo, focus on bringing value to your freaking community, bro. This is more than value here. You know, this is invaluable is what this is. Smash the like buttons if you agree, bro. What we got here? What's up, G-Sing? Hope you're doing well, bro. Long time no see. I know that logo. That basketball. Is that the Raptor basketball? I think it is. Anthony says, facts, Francis, and they pre-mine the runes and then dump on us and make a bundle. Yeah. So, and here the next thing, exactly. I mean, look, I wouldn't say this, right? It's easy for me to jump on the bandwagon and say this, saying that how, oh, well, runes dumped because they dumped. I don't think that's the case. I think runes dumped because the snapshot was over. Let's be honest here. I don't make stuff up. You know, I don't like kick people when they're down low, right? When they're already on the ground. I actually like to kick them when they're up high. Like they're up high right now. You know, and if they're doing fuckery, I'm going to fucking call it out. But yeah, Runestone did not dump because they dumped on us. Runestone dumped because it's a snapshot. This happens to all projects. Okay, everybody who has a snapshot, once they get what they want, they go and they sell the other asset. But little do people know what SatHunter is doing with our ordinal that you are inscribing for free in terms of no service fees, bro. You know, people are inscribing all now still. So it proves my point on our tool. Go check it out. Like you could see, go look at the payment address. They're inscribing, bro. You know what I mean? So minting, whatever you want to call it, etching, minting. So it is what it is. People don't give a fuck about the truth. They just want to gamble. All right, go ahead. If you're going to gamble, at least gamble where it's the cheapest or one of the cheapest, right? Yeah, so that's working out really well right now for everybody, I guess. People are getting what they want. They're getting a little fix. And yeah, they got a place that they could go to as well. What else we got here? What's up, Danny? Seems like an opportunity for individuals. This man is the truth. Tap is much better than runes. Look, you guys know how I feel about that. It's very ignorant of me to say about tap because I haven't really full-blown looked into it. But, you know, I had my dealings with the team and, you know, we're already kind of like crossed that bridge and that's water under the bridge, so to speak. I don't have to revisit that. Big shout out going to SMB. Isn't SMB? SMB, the guy on Twitter, the top guy, that's my boy. He's pretty smart guy, so a big shout out to him. RunesPad, yeah, what about RunesPad, Metafutura? RunesPad is good. Does that Shin discount work for Runes now? So right now, I don't believe so. As we speak, right now, Thomas is in a meeting with the developers. And we're discussing all of that. We're discussing the airdrop too. You guys are still going to get all these things. So we did say, I think it was about a week, we're going to not use Shint with Runes, right? We just don't want to haywire things. Runes is already a new protocol, you know, just to have the ordinal work with that, that's, you know, pretty much a, on a different sort of like, you know, wavelength was somewhat challenging, but we have rectified that. Shint will be a payment for it. Just give us about, as we said, about a week, so that's about 5 more days, whatever it is. We'll make that announcement. Shint will always be the payment token for our tool, no matter what. No matter if there's 5 more new token standards to come out, we will always make that known and, you know, recognized on our tool. Key says, let's ignore those guys for a second, please. Now, between BRC20 and Runes, what are some advantages of using BRC20 compared to Runes? Well, I would say this. I would flip the question around, and thank you for asking that, Kay. What's the advantages of using Runes over BRC20? That's the real question there, okay? I would say, well, for one, okay, right? Since I asked the question, let me answer it. I like the fact that Runes does not need a transfer inscription. This is why on our tool, and it's not about me, but I have to bring it up. I can only speak from my own experience. This is why on our tool, we eliminate the need to create a transfer inscription because I know firsthand, you know, it's a ball ache. That's one thing I fucking hate, bro, about BRC20 tokens is the transfer inscription. So I like that Runes has that. But there's a problem with this. You know what the problem is? SRC20 already does that. That's the second token standard to go on Bitcoin, right? So, okay. If that's canceled out now, what is the other advantages? Some people might say airdrop capabilities. I beg to differ because airdrop capabilities now means it could be centralized. It could be, you know, you get to choose. Favoritism comes into the equation there. You get to choose certain things. And people say, well, why did you do it? Because our community wanted it. It's not what I care about, not what I want. It's not about my morality, you know? It's like if I'm running a business, it's what the market wants. It's what the community wants. So I got to do it, you know? And so other than that, there's nothing else that runes could, why you might want to use runes over BRC20. You know, now if you want to ask that question and flip flop him, the advantage is BRC20, you gotta actually mint it on chain. First come, first serve. That's the purest form of decentralization. It's on chain, you can see it, everything's there. Everybody, you know, who wants to get into this has to go pay the same minor fee. Now, when you got this airdrop, you could get away with a lot of stuff, so, which we're seeing right now. And this is what we're kind of like, you know, showing everybody here. So, I hope that answers your question, Kim. And I'm sure that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, please come follow up with another question, but that's how I see it. And that's how many smart people see it too. Something about smart people is just, if you take your feelings out of, you know, your decision here, right, and just look it straight down, you could see the same picture here. So, you know, facts over feelings kind of thing, and people just are very excited that they're getting some money to pay rent for the next couple of months. That's it. But they don't want to be honest. And as I said, I got a lot more to lose here from people out there, you know. Dude, hundreds of thousands of dollars into the tool. I got more Runestone than you guys, for fuck's sakes. I've been giving away Runestone, you know. For me, it's not about the money, man. Like, you know, I live an okay life already. Don't get me wrong, money is, you know, we all need money. Could always have more money. But for me, it's like, whatever, bro. Just because I own bags or something, I'm not going to fucking just, you know, follow that narrative just because everyone's saying it, I can make more money. I don't give a shit. It is what it is. Okay, what else we got here? Metafutura says, I have to understand runes. Xylon says, BRC20 was fair, but I don't trust Domo either. He is a grifter too. Stole the idea of BRC20, trying whatever he can to do the other protocols do not succeed. Well, who did he steal the idea from? That's what I'd like to know, though. Who did he steal the idea from, bro? Domo was actually, like, really cool with it. He presented it. He showed us what it could do. He even says it has some, you know, it's an experiment. There may be some constraints here, right? With the JSON files and whatnot. But, you know, it created a huge market. If it wasn't for Domo, as I said, we will not be here sitting talking about runes. We will not even be here sitting talking about ordinals as a whole. People will be like, well, how? Because that's what brought the main attraction here, and that's what brought the millions of dollars that poured into this industry. It wasn't art. It wasn't rare sats. So Domo is the savior of the entire ordinals market, man. Not Casey, bro. Although Casey tapped into the ability of doing it, and that's nice, and that brought light onto this whole new asset class, but it would have been dead if it wasn't for BRC20 tokens. As I like to say, it would have been a very fun, cool experiment, but it would have failed if it wasn't for BRC20s. And this is why we're talking about a whole new different token standard. The notion of having fungibility on Bitcoin or tokens on Bitcoin was an absolute game changer. It brought in a lot of money, like corporate money too, right? Exchanges was interested now, and that's where you really start to get the whole market flowing here, right? A bunch of new funds came in, and yeah, if it wasn't for that, bro, you know, we would have been dead. We've been thinking about, okay, well, let's look for the next thing, what have you, outside of Bitcoin, you know? And that's also allowed people to build infrastructure on layer 2s within the Bitcoin ecosystem, right? On top of Bitcoin. So yeah, that kickstarted a lot, man. So Domo is the man, bro, no matter what people want to say. Should we just stick with Merlin chain? I would say never just stick with one thing. Always be open-minded and see what's out there. I got to get back into the research room myself, back to the drawing boards. And I got to see what's out there too. I'm very fascinated with BRC20 2.0 because now the doors are wide open. Again, go check it out for yourself, man. The real people in the space, and I like, hear me out, man. Don't take this personal. The people who actually spend a lot of time and money trying to build, you know, the people who have experience, they would tell you firsthand. They're unbiased here, right? The thing about me is I'm unbiased. I don't have to be biased about anything, and people are already fed up. It's a huge disappointment. It's not what most expected. I tried to say this before, and here it is. And when I saw it on day one, I had to make that live stream. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's already there. So what I'm trying to say is, BRC20 2.0, the door's wide open, and it's making full circle back to the guy who pretty much invented tokens on Bitcoin. And, you know, he's talking about smart contracts with Ethereum and all kinds of stuff. That's crazy, you know? And that's somebody we know we could trust. He's not shilling tickers. He's not teaming up with fucking top influencers to talk about his shit. You know, none like that. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited to see what BRC 22.0 has in store, and I'll be the first one to cover that. Set the trend once again. Do smash the like buttons, ladies and gentlemen. What is the name of the tool to mint runes? It is sathunter.com. So sathunter.com. Sathunter.com. How I make huge money right now. How I make huge money right now with the trend. I'll tell you the truth. If you have some experience, you got some capital, and you see dumb money coming in, like right now you see dumb money coming into this particular niche, you can make money. Crypto as a whole has dumb money coming in. So if you can identify that, it's like stealing candy from a baby, literally. Literally. You just got to be a little bit more smarter. That's it. And understand, be a forward thinker. What's the next move? What's the next step? And you're going to make money. No matter what it is in crypto, there's dumb money everywhere. I'm just being honest, guys. Do you want me to be honest, or you want me to just tell you guys what you want to hear? That's easy to do. I can tell you what you want to hear. Go buy the top 10 runes. Go buy the top 10 runes, bro. Don't buy it, bro. Don't buy it. Dude, if you're going to get the airdrop, okay, cool. Then yeah, that's going to have its immediate valuation, and you could like exit, whatever. But them motherfuckers coming in to buy it, oh my God. Oh my God, they're going to get wrecked. They're going to get, I'll make another bet on that if somebody wants. They're going to get wrecked. By the way, for the people who are now joining, I am giving away one entire Bitcoin plus a 0.1, a fraction. So 1.1 Bitcoin. If you guys could track the wallets that were used to scattered these 3 ordinals into each wallet, people claim it's hundreds. I don't know the exact number, but you know, it's a high probability. It's quite a few, okay, out there that was premeditated and planted before the announcement came out, so they could have some leverage over here. Now, if you guys could actually connect those dots, go ahead. Also, part of that is if you guys could show the dog go to the moon, which is number 3 of runes, the 3rd runes to be deployed or etched, that actually is connected with the miner. That's part of the investigation, okay? Now, you're actually going to have an easier way to do it when the dog token is going to be distributed to these wallets. So you could check those wallets, and then one of those wallets will be the wallets that were you know, that had these 3 ordinals being spread out prior to the announcement. That's one entire Bitcoin. To many, that's life-changing gains, depending on, or life-changing money, asset, depending on what part of the world you're from. You know, that could freaking buy you an apartment somewhere in fucking Thailand or some shit. I don't know. You know, in the next couple of years, or even now, maybe, depending on, you know, what kind of lifestyle you want to live. Now, the 0.1 Bitcoin we're giving away to anybody who comments, likes, and retweets that tweets. That's what I do over here. People say, focus on value. I think that's value, bro. You know? Finding out what really happened and then rewarding the person who found that out. That's proof of work. 2 questions. Yeah, I just answered that. I'll answer it again. So, 2 questions. Are you still bullish on Rooney? And how can we mint iPhone Domo? So, iPhone Domo is not mintable. That is 100% pre-mined. Okay? 100% pre-mined. And yeah, there's a story behind that. I'm not too sure I should disclose that right now. But yeah. So for the first part of your question, yes, as I said, I'm bullish on Rooney because I believe, and it's not even what I believe anymore, it's confirmed. Okay, what I believe going into runes, the mempool was going to skyrocket. And people were going to get frustrated the same way they got frustrated from BRC20 tokens. Runes did not fix the underlying problems that BRC20 presented, which was the mempool and which was DeFi-like trading, okay? So if that is still the problem here, why do I like Rooney? Because Rooney are going to have startups launching on the Runes protocol that's going to need funding. Why are they going to need funding? Because normally a launchpad that launches startups needs funding to create actual tangible projects, okay? Something meaningful. And anything that's meaningful is not going to be airdropped to you, the entire supply. I know like Sui and Arbitrum, all these guys, that's meaningful tech that did airdrops, but they're not airdropping the entire supply, okay? So anything that's going to be airdropping the entire supply is not meaningful. It's just quick flips in and out looking for the next. Okay? This is why I like Rooney, because they're actually going to have quality projects, we would hope, you know, that's going to build something cool, meaningful, significant, that's actually going to create change. Real change doesn't come from you making a little bit of small change, $6,000, $20,000. Real change comes from technological breakthroughs, okay? That's what a real change comes from. So if someone could build, I don't know, some sort of DeFi DEX for runes, that's game changing, bro. That will proliferate the markets. That will cause instant liquidity. We will need to go to sexes, and yeah, that'll be great. So I'm looking for something along those lines, okay? Just for an example. I'm not saying it's going to be a DEX, but something like that, you know? Some sort of like, I don't know, if you could incorporate smart contracts, I don't think you can. But, you know, these guys were talking about RGB or fucking Lightning Network. I don't fucking know. They're talking a bunch of shit is what they're doing. Yeah, so someone says Runestone is at 1,500. It was at 6K. I funded it, bro. I funded it. I'm joking. As I said, I'm not a shit talker. I'm a realist. But the reason why Runestone went down is because the snapshot was taken and people got what they wanted. You know, at the end of the day, people don't really give a fuck about much other than they want to make that money. And I get that. You think people really give a fuck about Leonidas? No. People gives a fuck that Leonidas is giving an airdrop. So they give a fuck about the airdrop, really, not Leonidas. You know what I'm saying? That's what they give a fuck about. If they give a fuck about Leonidas, they'll be holding Runestone still. Okay? But no. They got what they want and they fucking dumped it. So that's what people care about. But back to your question there. Yeah, I mean, you know, it didn't dump because people, whatever, it was flooded or whatever, or they got their airdrop and that was that, and they moved on. That happens with, like, pretty much every project. Do smash the like buttons, ladies and gentlemen. We got over 100 and some more people up in the house and only 40 likes. You guys are breaking my heart, man. Come on. Don't break a guy's heart like that. We're coming out here telling you guys like it is, man. You know, we're here in the Mobile College right now. The Cadillac Escalade V-Series. Vroom, vroom. Somebody's shilling a ticker. Go ahead. I don't care. Yeah. Rune drop is going to come. I'm talking with the developers about that. Don't worry. You'll get that, bro. We promise you. So what did they do? Load their own wallets? Carver. What's up, man? Long time no see. Thank you for your question here, or your comment, or whatever it is. Think about this. Think about this for a second. You are in the ordinal space. You're working every single day pretty much on Twitter. You have your ordinal show. You're exerting all of this energy. You went from whatever it was. I think it was like when I saw him, he was at about 30K followers last year in February, something like that. All the way up to over 200K followers. And you didn't make anything significant in ordinals when it came to the fucking tokens that could give you mad gains overnight. Like, I personally made $750,000 on BRC20s. Right? And that's the way I did it. And I have to bring this up. I did it not with influence. I did it because I chose what was on the market. I did it because I could see ahead of time. I saw the potential it could provide, and the risk to reward was worth it, as I said in my live stream videos when I was minting these things. That's skill. Okay? But that's besides the point. So spending all this time, spending all this energy, you know, having your show and not really making anything significant or anything at all from BRC20 tokens, bro, trust me, you're going to feel real salty after. You're going to feel like you fucked up. You missed up on something big, right? Because that's literally your niche, and you're the top guy in that niche. Now that to know that how you got a second chance at this, you want to milk it as much as possible as you can. Now you got over 200K fucking followers. Guys, this is just common sense, okay? This is not even a conspiracy, bro. It's just common sense how it goes down. You want to make as much as you can. Why the fuck would you go through all this bullshit to make the same mistake you just made last year by fading BRC20 tokens and, okay, I'm just going to be a philanthropist and give you guys free airdrop and, you know, do a fundraising and a crowdfunding over here. Whoever wants to contribute to the airdrop, cool, because I missed out on everything last year. And not only do I want to miss out on runes this year, but I just want to be the guy who distributes you so only you makes money. How the fuck does that make sense? Seriously, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about, bro? Again, all you have to say was, guys, honestly, man, I'm doing a lot of work here. I think I deserve to get 30% of these things, or 20%, 10%, fucking 50%, whatever it is, then we wouldn't be talking about this right now. But if you're too much of a pussy to say what you're going to do, that means you're doing something fucked up. Holy crap. The sun just came out, boys. Are runes just the equivalent of a meme coin? Pretty much. Pretty much, bro. Hey, I mean, as I said, maybe somebody's going to come with something significant. Remember, the runes token is a digital sort of like, it's digital, it's there. It can be represented in many ways. Just like if you look at Shin BRC20 tokens, it's digital. You could have it, it can have functionality though. That comes down to creativity and hard work. First, you have to have the imagination to think of a use case for it that makes sense, like giving people fucking 60% off of all fucking fees paid in Bitcoin, that's not paid in Bitcoin, paid in the shitcoin, so they save their Bitcoin. So instead of using Bitcoin to pay for a new runes mint or a new BRC20 mint that people are after, save your Bitcoin. Use Shint. Use a BRC20 token, right? And if you use it, you're rewarded with 60% discount. That's creative. Then the second part is, could you convert on that imagination like we did? But people don't want to put in the work. Meme coins are an easy way to make money. Sell everybody this vision on meme coins going to moon, right? Which this thing probably would moon, by the way, the dog coin, if you hold the Runestone, right? That's the easy cop-out way. Because now you don't have to build anything. There's no expectations for a use case. And you already planted your wallets to make this fucking money, bro. To make tens of millions of dollars, right? Like somebody was telling me, like some hater, which I don't really give a fuck. I've been through this all the time. Like I said, the people that will come out to speak out against this, who don't want to take the time to think about this, are the followers, right? Where you'll have this where these big influencers do things like this, and their followers will be louder than the truth, right? But there's one guy was telling me, hey, bro, you're talking a lot. The SEC might come after you. And I said, bro, I think the SEC is more concerned about individuals who are doing insider trading and airdropping tens of millions of dollars to their own wallets, okay? So I'm talking about SEC. Anyhow, so that's what I'll say to you about that. Bitch, what's up, man? My man, Bit Dutch Crypto. How you doing, bro? I know you're a pizza ninja, bro. You eating that pizza and you're saying, TCL, shut your mouth, bro. This pizza's tasting real good right now. It's all good, man. You gotta do you, right? B-Square Network airdrop. Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked into that, bro, to be honest. I mean, I know that how you have to claim your wallet or switch your wallet to something like that, which I've done. But that should happen at the end of April, I think they said, or early May. Same thing with Merlin chain. Okay, here we go. Xylon says, Domo stole BRC20 from a red phone and working with Unisat behind the scene. Made huge amount of money. I don't know. I mean, the first time I'm hearing that, I'm open to anything. If you're right, you're right. But I'd like to see more context on that. I know that how they're working with Unisat right now because both of them were the most earliest contributors to the protocol. And once again, big shout out to Unisat. If it wasn't for Unisat, we wouldn't be sitting here either. They did a lot with the marketplace and the wallet, to build that support for that standard. So big shout out to them. Kay says, thanks, broski. My next question is regarding Saturn to Rune token. I don't know if it has been announced or if I missed it. Anyway, what's the utility for the new Rune token? Right. So what we're going to do is, this token here is actually going to be incorporated with the entire Bitcoin ecosystem. Right now, we do have another sale that's being conducted in the lobby chat. So if you're not if you're not in there and you're interested in these type of things, go ahead, join my lobby chat. It's in the form of a pinned message in the comments section in my previous videos, in my last live stream. You can check that out, and we're going to incorporate it within the entire, layer 2, runes, BRC20, and RGB, Lightning Network, whatever this space has to offer when it comes to innovative and tangible projects. So right now we're just doing it for free. You don't need the token, but we're giving you guys a glimpse of what could happen. Like we gave you guys Ortify. Why do I like Launchpad so much in the Bitcoin ecosystem ideally? I truly believe this is going to be the sector where you make most of your money. I've always said that. And Ortify right now is showing exactly what I thought, right? I might be wrong sometimes, don't get me wrong. Like I said, Michael Jordan is not going to make all of his 3-point shots, but he does have a high percentage when it comes to that conversion on that. So basically, yeah, you know, we're seeing Ortify do its thing right now, where they announced, I think, their first project, and immediately start to pump. Ortify is actually hanging at an 8x right now, which is pretty good. Tell me what project right now you know is doing 8x. And I know that's not like, oh my god, 8x, but bro, come on, man. You put fucking 1,000, you get an 8K, and that's only like, you know, well, I mean, they did give you only 8% if you go onto the sale, but you know what I mean. Nonetheless, it's still 8x. So anyways, now we're coming out with another one here, and we did one, I think, last week. So, you know, we're stocking up for when the real bull run comes, boy, because when the real bull run comes and these tokens go live within that time, they tend to moon. They tend to moon more than they do, let's just say. So, yeah, to answer your question, it'll be incorporated with those things, okay? One step at a time. Let's get the damn airdrop out first, and then we're going to disclose much more information in further detail. In greater detail, and how this works. You guys know me. This is like the game that this is pretty much all I know when it comes to this game, and I'm not going to, you know, try to do something that I'm not that experienced with, because I think I could be the best at doing something that I know the most, right? Holy shit, for this sun. It's hurting my eyes. I got sensitive eyes. Okay, what do we got here? Kay says, so true. And the thing about me is I read every single message, bro. I don't care. Like, you guys can say what you want. Call me a loud mouth, a loud fucking spitting mouth, fucking ugly, big face guy that moves his hands when he talks. I don't care. Say what you want, bro. It's all good. Crypto Mana says, bro, the people always figure it out regarding runes. They always do. Let's see. It's fine. And if you do figure it out, you got one Bitcoin. I got one Bitcoin sitting right here with your name on it. Who's that going to be? I will take one Bitcoin out of my family savings to give you. Why? Because I'm that guy. Alpha Alfonso, the trendsetter, today, tomorrow's newspaper. Mr. 100X. Lebe says, oops, just joined, all good. Oh, man. Okay, what is this? Bazaar says, sorry, arrived late. Maybe you covered it already. But when can we expect bridging out of BTC from Merlin Seal? I believe they said end of April. That's pretty soon. Again, I'll get up to date on that. And yeah, by the way, like, look, I put the bounty out there. I said what to say. I might make a couple more tweets here and there. After that, I don't give a fuck. I'm moving on and, like, you know, back to what we were doing. The whole Bitcoin Layer 2 stuff, updating you guys on that. Seeking on new opportunities, being constructive, making money. But just to let you guys know, right? You do have a Bitcoin there on your name if you can figure this out. That's all. So we will be back to business as usual soon. You become an investigative YouTube reporter. Rant videos are never helpful. I wouldn't say that. I would say that how understanding what's really happening, and if you're being lied to, if you're being manipulated, if you're a stepping stone to make other people's tens of millions of dollars unknowingly, I think that's very important. It's not even about rant. You know, what is a rant? I think a rant is somebody who really just like is emotional, speaking off of feelings, when I'm just very passionate and I'm unbiased, you know. How could I, you know, be ranting on something when I own more bags than probably all of you guys combined in here when it comes to this, you know, this protocol, you know, whether that's Runestone or investing into, you know, a Runes business inscription tool, right? That's part of the business. It's not a rant. It's just me trying to, you know, speak the truth and see what's out there. And if people are doing you guys wrong, you guys should be aware of that. No, I don't think that's ranting. So that's how I've always been doing this. And I think I've been living a pretty damn comfortable life doing it too. So I ain't gonna stop. It's kind of hot in here. Cool. Oh shit, we're very behind in the chat. Mana says a person in Thailand or Malaysia who gets 10K from an airdrop is definitely life-changing. I wouldn't say life-changing. That's not life-changing. That'll fix him for maybe a few months, but after that he got to go back and do what he got to do. You know, if he's smart, he could probably flip it and flip it and flip it. But I don't know. I think the odds are against him. Oh, so sorry. We do what is it? Super chat. My bad. $2 super chat. Thank you. What is your opinion on the first? Bro, are you kidding me? Dude, that's the first meme coin on Bitcoin. You know, where was Leonidas for that? Where was he for that? Oh, well, I didn't mint it, so I'm not going to talk about it. Okay, cool. Let's just be real here, right? I think that's the first, if you're talking about from a historical standpoint, first of all, I was the first person to show people how to get that, minting it on YouTube. But if you're looking at it at a historical standpoint, then, you know, it's up to you then. If that's what you value, then you should get it. But, I mean, other than that, yeah, that is the king of memes on Bitcoin, no matter what anybody wants to say. Enjoy your early allocation, bro. Keep making it. I make it and I share it. I don't get into earlier rounds on anybody. I give the opportunity to my community as well. So that's what I've always been doing. Runstone protocol is just a war between influencers. So weird. Yeah, I mean, you know, it wouldn't be a war if they weren't shady. If they were just straight up saying, hey guys, we're keeping 30%, 20%, you know, of these things. Think about this. They made it as ordinals. Why? Any ordinal. Because you could have the cheapest, stupidest, an ordinal that's worth fucking $1. Buy that or just have it or create it and put it into random wallets. Right? Create at very nominal cost. Maybe a parent-child fucking bullshit. Make a collection and spread out through everywhere. Now you distribute it in a very cost-efficient way. Right? And now you could set up yourself when the announcement comes out to get the airdrop. Okay? This is why it's corrupt. Why? Imagine if they said, okay, Ordi holders are going to get the airdrop. Why didn't they say Ordi holders? Bro, for them to go and buy Ordi to get that, bro, that costs a lot more money. For them to go buy tokens, bro, to get that, it costs a lot more money. So they couldn't do it like that. They had to choose it this way. It's far more easier to do and to get away with it. You know, from a financial standpoint. That's exactly what's going on here too. That's a good point that Jack brought up in his space. What rune would you mint right now? Which one you think has great potential at the moment? Thanks. Bro, I've just been too busy speaking that fucking that gospel truth. I didn't really even look at what's happening. Me personally, I don't really have any interest in it, to be honest, in minting it. You know, I know others do, so we'll provide you the best place to go and mint it at nominal cost. One of the most competitive fees out there. I did mint Satoshi Nakamoto though, the day the protocol went live. Call it fluke. I just saw a lot of members, you know, people, holders, whatever. I said I'll mint it. The SAP-DB I think was at $1,200. I don't know what the price is now. Didn't even look at it. I think it went up to $8. I don't give a fuck. I spent about $2,400. I just did it for the sake of doing it. I have that. Other than that, I don't know. I don't really care about it, to be honest. I don't care to mint, is what I'm trying to say. Would I try to do research and see what's out there for others? Yeah, sure. For the community, sure. But at this point, man, this is what I've been trying to be focusing on here. Then you guys know what game you guys are playing. And yeah, focusing with the developers, focusing on the next move, which is the airdrop. Then after that, yeah, we're back to business, doing what we do best. And that's making money, flying across the world in first class and living our life, our best lives. Yeah, we already spoke about Merlin. Okay, somebody says the B2 mining rigs are claimable right now. I didn't know that. Sounds like bag bias. Okay, if you say so. They mentioned you on Block Runner the other day. Yeah, that's right. I saw that. I was actually up last night on my TV watching YouTube, and I tuned into their episode. Somebody told me to check it out, so I checked it out, and I saw they say that how France is doing and ourselves were the first people to be minting BRC20 tokens along with Ordinal Revolution as well. They didn't mention Ordinal Revolution, but it's okay. That's Shizzy and Yagobi. So I did kind of like record it, and I made a tweet about it as well. So Cats Crusader says, what's up, bro? Broski, when I looked at Rune's launch, I got the same vibes as you. Maybe it's all good info I got hanging out with you since 2020. Appreciate you, bro. Like, you know, if you surround your friends with a bunch of yes-mans, you're not going to get anywhere in life. You're just going to hear the things that you want to hear, and they're not going to be honest to you. That's being a pussy. You can't be a pussy with your friends. You have to be straight up with them. That's why I called a lot of people on the live stream, not literally personally you or anybody, but in general, and you know, I call them dumb fucks. It's kind of like what I said. Why did I say that? Because if I am a leader of a tribe, let's say, and the water to, you know, where the, you know, we have our well and the water's in there and that water's poisoned, I'm going to be screaming to you guys, stop fucking drinking that water. It's fucking poison. You idiot. Stop it. And I'll smack the fucking glass out of your hand, right? The wooden cup, whatever the fuck you used to drink water in back in those days. That's how I was acting. And anybody who knows me from before knows this is how I am, right? So appreciate you, bro. Thank you. HTN in the house. The hustler of hustlers. HTN, how you doing? Are you still game with the Ruin Protocol after knowing what you know? Look, as I said, there's dumb money here and you can make money. I'm playing the game too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so for the people who are now joining, let me repeat this. There's the business side of me, and then there's the personal side of me. The business side is sathunter.com, right? We were building that before Runes existed. Not only before it existed, but before the word uttered out of anyone's mouth of Runes. We built that for BRC20 tokens, and that's an inscription tool. That's an asset generator on Bitcoin, right? So to speak. Rare sats, .sat domains, ordinal art, BRC20 tokens, and now Runes. Right? So we built that before it was made already before Runes. Now, as a businessman, it doesn't give I shouldn't listen to what I think is right. I need to listen to what the market wants. So we need to add support for Runes. However, on my channel here, Francis Dune Uncensored, I will tell you guys what my personal side says, right? Or believes, or what's happening, which I did 3 days ago. So to answer your question, which was exactly, are you still game with it? I am still game with it from the business perspective, as long as you guys know what's happening on the upper half with these guys. Once you know that, okay, cool, and you don't care about that, go about your business. Go to sathunter.com. We got most competitive fees, right? And that's what people are doing right now, literally, right? Because they see the value Sathunter is providing too, right? All we do is provide value, right? Value with the truth, that could hurt the business, but I don't give a fuck. I have to speak up. You know what I mean? Whether it's the business or not. At least I could stand up and look at myself in the mirror every night saying, hey, you told the people what was up. I could go to bed and they want to do their thing, go ahead. So don't be mad. Don't get mad at me now, people. Right? So yeah, that's what we did over there. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? I'll still be saying this and we'll still be offering the service. What? Coffee got cold. Crusader says, nah, bro, you're not ranting at all. You're definitely passionate about advancing the crypto industry and helping the community. And, you know, just showing people when you're getting fooled and manipulated. That's all. What else we got here? Okay, 10K is changing, life-changing in third world. Okay, fine, sure, yeah, cool. Could they live off of 10K for the rest of their lives? I don't think so, but whatever. In a bear market, the meme coins at the first to dump big. That's why I think Rune needs something better than just memes. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Guys, it's a replay of what we saw in BRC20 tokens. Marketing is all about sort of like somewhat having the truth, but around that truth, there's a bunch of misleading factors, right? For a lack of better words. And that's exactly what they did a great job in believing you on with fooling you to believe that Runes could do. Okay. Now, again, ask yourself this question: where was this rhetoric with BRC20 tokens? Could anybody please answer this for me? Whether you're for Runes or not, you're for Leonidas, Trevor, whatever, could you answer this for me? Why weren't they this passionate about the first token standard on Bitcoin? Why? I'll give you some time. Answer that. And I'll answer it for you. Because they didn't own any of it. Because they couldn't airdrop. Because they couldn't manipulate it. Because fucking Domo is a solid guy. Okay? That's why. They're gonna team up with Casey to fucking do this shit. Rumor is that the next Runestone airdrop is top 10 Rune also. So I don't care. The top 10 is owned by fucking shills anyways. Fucking paying miners. Any April Oracle secret sauce? April, yeah, April. To be honest, bro, we turned that one down. Fucking vesting is crazy, bro. Vesting is like fucking long. 2.5 years, three years or some bullshit. And although they got a finished product, I don't know why they're not going to go live this year. Apparently, they don't even think they're going to go live this year. So I don't got time to be married to someone for fucking 4 years. As I say, I'm married to my wife already. I don't even know how long that shit's gonna last. So, yet alone some fucking random guy's token. Yeah, guys, you guys are asking the same question. So, Runes Terminal, I already answered that. I think Runes Terminal has a lot of potential. Why? Because Runes Terminal is a launch pad that's going to have projects launching on there that's building something tangible. Why do I say that? Because when you're looking for funding, you need to build actual infrastructure of some sort. And the mempool won't have to deal with no mempool bullshit, right? So we're seeing that happen right now with Ortify. Ortify is a launchpad within the Bitcoin ecosystem. They announced their first project and the token went up by a few percent, maybe 20%, something like that. It's sitting at about 8x. And we expect Rooney to do the same thing in a market that's lacking infrastructure, utility, and tangible products. So I think Rooney has a very good opportunity here to shine and be one of the better tokens if they could onboard quality projects that's building something meaningful, okay? And anything meaningful, okay, requires funding. Something that isn't meaningful will not require funding and will just be airdrop as a meme coin. That's it. Okay, what else we got here? Wow. Also come comments, block runner video, and Runes. Also some comments and block runner video about Runes. So Francis Dune was right all along. Oh yeah, really? What did they say about me? I know that they got a bunch of tap guys there, and they didn't appreciate me speaking about tap. But again, I don't care about people's feelings. I just care about the facts. What do I say? Facts over feelings, value over volume, and quality over quantity, and something else, I forget. Okay, what else we got here? Let me go down. Okay, I am a believer in Shint, and I am not selling. I just like to know, what do you think caused a momentary price, and what yeah, so people bought Shint up because of the airdrop too, and once that snapshot took place, people started to sell Shint. The same thing happened with the Ordinal. All right, and the same thing happened with Runestone and many others that was doing the similar things. What is? Yeah, what is a mempool? The mempool is pretty much the blockchain, bro. Right? That's like the block explorer. You go to mempool.space, you're going to see the transactions on Bitcoin. Right? So that's that. As I said, guys, look, I'm going to go back to constructive stuff. I think this is constructive too, though, because this is something that, you know, this is real alpha here, right? These are the things that people aren't aware of. And if we could actually make people aware of this, then we did our jobs. And that's that. But moving forward, we're going to go back to business. We're going to do what we do best, and that's making fucking money. So if you guys like making money, you're on the Smart Money channel, that content will definitely resume itself. So, you know, do stay tuned here. We got some, you know, some interesting things in the pipeline, and we believe we're going to be ready for the time when the most money is needed to be made here in the bull run. So do keep it locked, do keep it loaded to Francis Dune Uncensored.
Like, came in sauce, big drip apartments paid of course. Locked in with the G's, I'm tipsy, bare pinkies, let raining more. If I'm late to my show, that's cool, to the driver, pattern and slapping sports. If I pull up on a man, won't board, security please, they're getting ignored. Came in sauce, big drip apartments paid of course. Locked in with the G's, I'm tipsy, bare pinkies, let raining more. If I'm late to my show, that's cool, to the driver, pattern and slapping sports. If I pull up on a man, won't board, security please, they're getting ignored. Them boy there didn't wanna know Jay till I worked on myself and I got my bread up. Now I got peas and the boys all shining, bare fake friends wanna call my seller. Fuck that shit, I had to change my sim, man's out of love and I ain't talking tech. See them pricks trying to cap my style. Feel blessed cause I did that better. Fuck, I got about 10 missed calls. It's a bitch, she's thirsty. I got leng black girls from Stratford, then I got 10 white girls from Purley. Just cause I made viral music, bro, do you think that the boys... You know that I'm hitting that page. Back then it was $2 a month. Now it's clear to see I get paid. Them pricks still chatting my name.
Alright, guys. Thank you for the live. We'll be back to content as usual. If you guys want any detectives, if you guys want to prove anybody who knows how to track wallets, you got one Bitcoin waiting for you with your name on it. Go to my Twitter account. If you're not already following me, follow me. Look for that tweet where I made this announcement. You can also make 0.1 Bitcoin, okay, which is worth about $6,600. If you like, share, retweet, and comment on that tweet. All right, guys? So until the next one, you're on your own. Later.